Hi there, Chris here, another quick tip for you all. In this video we are going to take a look at applying chrome paint to our models. And for our example here, we're going to use the Autarch Skyrunner. Now of course this model is still using the older jet bike, and so of course some of you might say, ooh, what jet bike is that? Well, that's the old one. But this is the Autarch for this, and you can see the model has already been still just bare plastic, so we are going to lay down a layer of black backer. This is Ultimate Spastics. This stuff is designed for plastic and Lexar plastics as well. I'm not laying down a primer because I want the model to be nice and smooth, as chrome will sit on model surface nice and smooth, and so I just begin laying this down right on top of the model. And essentially this is a bit of a prime. This is a lacquer based paint, and so you will have to use other kind of thinners usually it's typically it's lacquer thinner to thin this stuff down, which is basically a very kind of acetone kind of product. But again, no worries about it melting the plastic as you lay it on in a very dilute solution and everything like that. But I mean, I found it not necessary to thin this at all. Next, we're going to use Spastics Mirror Chrome, and we're going to begin laying this right on top of the model. Now, in hindsight, I probably should have given this model, or the black backer, a coat of a clear coat, a gloss clear coat, just to smooth out the surface a bit more. Because the chrome really does sit very well on a very smooth surface. It becomes very mirror the smoother the surface. So that is very key when using this product. If you're going to go ahead and use this on, whatever Necrons and what have you, right? But otherwise, you can see here as I begin to layering it more and more, you can see it becomes more and more reflective. You can see more of the environment around me. Well, I mean, you guys can't tell what's in the office, but there is a lot more reflectivity. But you can see it has a slight little dusting to it. You can see this has a kind of a fuzzy-like texture to it, and that texture is fine. That's quite normal when using this paint, that it ends up having this slight dusty-like appearance, and that's no trouble. And you can see here we're just beginning to spray the other sections as well. And as I mentioned before, I should have laid out a gloss coat on top of this, and of course I could have also used a gloss Krylon gloss as well from a spray can. I would also consider that as well, but I figured I'd give the black backer a try, and it adhered really well to the model, and it didn't scratch off as I was fumbling around with it. You can see again with the dusty appearance, I'm going to simply take a bit of my old t-shirt that I use as a painting rag, and I'm just going to begin buffing the surface with the t-shirt. I definitely would use something more like like the cloths that are for, cleaning your glasses and such, cleaning your monitors and such. Just, I think a microfiber cloth, that's it, there we go. One of those cloths I think would have done a far better job at buffing off this surface. And again, you can see just simply by wiping this away, we're just buffing this surface, and we're really kind of bringing it out. And you can see here how the chrome is really starting to build up. Now that this was just 2 layers of the chrome onto the model surface. You can see here how now it's a little bit shinier. That's because I took a little bit of Future Floor Shine and put down about 2 or 3 layers onto the surface here. Use the airbrush, again spraying it around 30 psi, and of course the colors were also sprayed at around 30 psi. Actually a fairly high PSI, but I was working at a bit of a distance here. And then here you can see I'm laying another layer down. You can immediately see as I lay that down, you can see again more reflectivity comes out. You can see a bit of the environment, and you can see, things like that. Again, it's taking on more of a chrome-like nature as we would expect, of course. And so again, as I mentioned before, if you can get a nice smooth shiny surface on the area, definitely would use a black black backer. Typically it's designed for clear body plastics, like for RC cars and such, but for our purposes we can just simply use a gloss black. I found that Krylon gloss black worked well for this in my testings, and I figured I'd just use the black backer. But anyways, you can see here again as I lay that second layer, you can see how really dusty it is. But as long as you're very gentle, and again, and I'm using just an old t-shirt. Now mind you, the t-shirt's clean and it doesn't have any other paint or anything else on the surface. It was a clean area of the shirt I was using. And again, I was using an old Q-tip here, or not an old Q-tip, but a Q-tip or a cotton swab, again, just to get into little nooks and crannies of some areas, just to really kind of buff that surface out. But as you can see, it takes on a very highly reflective surface. And so really quickly, there you go. That is chrome on an Autarch Skyrider's bike. He's all ready to go. And so it's as easy as that. Well, I hope you found that quick tip useful and informative. You can watch another quick tip today on MiniWarGaming.com's Vault. Just click on the link in the video description below to watch it right now. If you're not already a Vault member, you can sign up for a free 7-day trial. Be sure to sign up for the Silver membership, and that will give you instant access to over 1,000 painting tutorials already in our Vault. And again, thank you for watching, commenting, and subscribing, and happy wargaming.